Sir, I don't have the PPT of that. Can you hear me? Hello,
No
sir. Can
need
you
for a
hear me, sir?
PPT. Yeah, Pavithra, I don't need for a PPT. You can just read.
Okay.
No problem. You can read, but don't read everything. In the sense of what happened, I read your thing already. So
Okay, ma'am.
initial aspect, yeah, it's okay. You read. I can comment on it as you finish. You start.
Okay, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am, and good evening, my seniors and colleagues. My topic for presentation is biomedical waste management. Since the beginning, the hospitals are known for the treatment of sick persons, but we are unaware about the adverse effects of the garbage and filth generated by them on human body and environment. And now it is a well-established fact that hospital waste is a potential health hazard to the healthcare workers, public, and flora and fauna of the area. Biomedical Waste Management Act was passed in the year 1986 by the Ministry of Environment and Forest. The Biomedical Waste Management and Handling Rules was framed in the 1988 July. The rules were revised on 28th March 2016. In accordance with these rules, it is the duty of every occupier, that is, the person who has the control over the institution or its premises, to take all steps to ensure that waste generator is handled without any adverse effect to the human health and environment. The definitions in biomedical waste management are: first, it's a hospital waste, which refers to all waste, biological and non-biological, that is discarded and not intended for further use. And biomedical waste, which means any waste which is generated during the diagnosis, treatment, or immunization of human beings or animals, or in research activities pertaining that, or in the production or testing of biologicals, and including categories mentioned in the schedule. The infectious waste, the waste which contain pathogens in sufficient concentration or quantity that could cause diseases, and it is hazardous. Example, the culture and stocks of the infectious agents from laboratories, waste from surgeries, waste originating from infectious patients. The classification of the biomedical waste are: the biomedical waste are classified into two types, non-hazardous and the hazardous. The non-hazardous consists of 75 to 90% and hazardous consists of 10 to 25%. In this 10 to 25%, the hazardous waste includes the infectious waste and other hazardous waste. The infectious waste are non-sharps, sharps, plastic disposables, and liquid waste. The other hazardous waste are radioactive waste, discarded glass, pressurized containers, chemical waste, cytotoxic waste, and incinerator ash. The sources of the biomedical waste are from the hospitals, nursing homes, clinics, medical laboratories, blood banks, mortuaries, medical research and training centers, biotechnology institutions and production units, and animal houses, or at home in where the healthcare services are being provided. The categories of the biomedical waste are: there are totally 10 categories. The category 1 includes the human anatomical waste, example human tissues, organs, body parts. They are disposed by incineration or deep burial. The category 2 consists of animal waste such as animal tissues, organs, body parts, carcasses, bleeding parts, fluid, blood, and experimental animals used in research, waste generated by veterinary hospital, colleges, and the discharge from the hospitals and animal houses. They are disposed by incineration or deep burial. Category 3 consists of microbiology and biotechnology waste, that is, waste from the laboratory cultures, stocks, or specimen of microorganisms, live or attenuated vaccines, human and animal cell cultures used in research, and infectious agents from research and in industrial laboratories, waste from production of biological toxins, and dishes and devices used for the transfer of cultures. They are disposed by local autoclaving or microwaving or incineration. The category 4 consists of waste shards, needles, syringes, scalpels, blades, glasses, etc. that may cause puncture and cuts. This include both used and unused shards. These can be disposed by disinfection by chemical treatment first, and then by autoclaving or microwaving, and then mutilation or shredding processes. The category 5 consists of discarded medicines and cytotoxic drugs. These waste comprising of expired medicines, contaminated and discarded medicines. They are disposed by incineration or destruction and disposable in secured landfills. The category 6 consists of solid waste, that is, items contaminated with blood, body fluids, including cotton dressings, soiled plastic cans, and beddings and other materials contaminated with blood. They are disposed by incineration or autoclaving or microwaving. The category 7 consists of solid waste, that is the waste generated from disposable items other than the waste shafts such as tubings, catheters and intravenous sets, etc. They are disposed by disinfection by chemical treatment first and then or autoclaving or microclaving and then by mutilation or shredding. The category 8 consists of liquid waste, that is the waste generated from laboratory, washing, cleaning, housekeeping and disinfecting activities. They are disposed by disinfection and then discharged into drains. The category 9 consists of incinerated ash, that is the incineration of any biomedical waste. They are disposed in municipal landfills. The category 10 consists of chemical waste, the chemicals used in the production of biologicals, chemicals used in disinfection and insecticides, etc. They are disposed into drains for liquids, and for solids, it is the secured landfills. The steps in the waste management are: the first, the waste are segregated and they are collected and stored and then transported, and the treatment and disposal follows. There are various color coding for segregation of these waste. First is a black bag, which consists of cytotoxic waste. The cytotoxic waste are the expired medicines, radioactive substance waste. And the second is the red bag, which contains infectious waste, which are mainly plastic. Examples: blood bags, infectious IV sets, infectious plastic tubings, rubber catheters, cut plastic, and latex gloves. The third one is the blue bag, which consists of infectious sharp waste, includes glass bottles, glass ampoules, and injection vials. Fourth is the yellow bag, which contains infectious waste which are non-plastic. Example: human organs, body parts, tissues, gauze, cotton, blood bags, discarded cytotoxic medicine, discarded expired drugs, and the personal protective equipments, disposable gown, mask, and cap. Fifth is the green bag, which contains of recyclable waste. Example: office stationery, disposable paper cups, tissue papers, and the kitchen waste. And sixth is the puncture-proof can, which consists of infectious and injurious sharp waste, that is used needles, used scalpel blades, cannula, stillet, lancets, broken glass slides, our guide wires, and the cover slips. Next is the transportation and storage of the waste. The waste segregated may be temporarily stored at the central storage area of the hospital, and from there it may be sent in bulk to the site of the final disposal. It may be disposed once or twice a day, depending upon the quantum of the waste. During transportation, the following points should be taken up to ensure the safety of the environment and the healthcare workers. First, ensure that the waste bags and containers are properly sealed and labeled. The bags should not be filled completely so that the bags can be picked up by the neck for further handling. The hand should not be put under the bag. At a time, only one bag should be lifted. Manual handling of waste should be minimized to reduce the risk of the needle prick injury and infection. Biomedical waste should be kept only in a specified storage area. After removal of the bag, the container should be cleaned and appropriate disinfection procedures to be done. The waste bags and containers should be removed daily from the wards or OPDs, or even more frequently if needed. The waste bags should be transported in a covered wheeled containers or large bins in covered trolleys. No untreated biomedical waste shall be kept or stored beyond a period of 48 hours. No transport or to the final disposal site. Transportation from healthcare establishment to the site of the final disposal in a closed motor vehicle. That is, it is desirable as it prevents a spillage of the waste on the way. The vehicle used for the transport of biomedical waste must have the biohazard symbol, and it should be properly labeled, and the labels are non-washable and prominently visible. And the disposal of the biomedical waste. They are disposed according to their categories. The first process is the deep burial. The category 1 and 2, according to the schedule, are disposed by this method. especially in cities having less than 5 lakh population, and in the rural area, this method is preferable. Next is the autoclaving and microwave treatment. The standards of autoclaving and microwaving are like temperatures above 121 degrees Celsius are followed, and all equipments are installed and shared should meet the specifications of the biomedical waste management rules. The category 3, 4, 6, and 7 can be treated by these techniques. Shredding. The plastic waste, the shards, can be disposed by this method after proper disinfection by the chemical treatment or microwaving or autoclaving. And the land disposal. The land disposable can be an open dump or a secured sanitary landfill. The incinerated ash, discarded medicines, and cytotoxic substance and solid chemical waste should be treated by this option. Thank you.
Okay, Pavithra, you've done quite well with this presentation. Only thing is, what you can do is you will not have time to write this much for your short notes. So what you can do is you can make a tabular column and say what category 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and what is being done. Just say in points. Just say what is being microwavable, what is being autoclaved, what is being incinerated, what is going into the landfill. Just that, if you mention, it's enough. And definitely you must talk about color coding. Color coding you cannot miss at all. 100% you must talk about color coding. And you must make sure that you give points, give it in points. You can't keep on writing so much. And I think you've written about 8 pages, isn't it? So you will not have that much time to write in the exam. So make it point wise. Just put points, just put bullets and put points. The whole thing will be covered in no time. Okay? You can write it within 10-15 minutes. So you must also know to time your answers. While you write the exam, you must know to time your answers. So no point taking lots of time in one question which you know very well, and then finally keep rushing through, not able to finish the paper. Don't do all that. Okay? So time the paper very well. Yeah, you did well. Very good. Okay.
Thank you.
I think we've done well so far. Anything else, Kamakshi? Anybody else?
Any doubt from the students and other participants about biomedical waste management? Any practical difficulties? Actually, madam, the licensing and other biomedical management regulations and rules are really very stringent, and those things are part and parcel of the hospital administrator's work. So operation theatre and ICU are the major producers of biomedical waste in any health facility. So we anesthesiologists are working as part of ICU and theatre also. So we must be familiar with the latest updates on the rules and acts to continue with the day-to-day activity in the hospital, madam. Otherwise, they may cancel the license of the hospital also. They are very stringent rules.
Yeah, that's right. But do we have any new rules or something which has come up now recently? And
nothing of that sort, madam. But NABH mandates that all these things are done meticulously, and they have separate manpower to be dedicated for this particular purpose, like Hospital Infection Control Committee, Biomedical Waste Management Committee, and the persons designated to do the job are very, they are very strict about it. So if there are no other doubts, shall we sign off this meeting, madam?
I think so. I think we did. I think we covered most of it.
Yeah.
I don't think we've left out anything. Hopefully, if there's anything we've missed out, I can always go through this, and then if there's something, we can finish it off in the next class. No problem.
Okay, madam. And students,
Rajesh and Rajesh and
Shushpa.
She was quite Shushpa. She was quite okay. They were quite okay. Yeah. Only thing is, they need to have more application to whatever they're talking. That's all. Yes, Rajesh has improved so much from what it was 2 months ago. Very good.
Thank you, ma'am. And what topic the students would like to have for the next week? Any suggestions from the students? Dr. Geeta Devi or Dr. Preeti Shukla?
You've done Burns contraction neck and the cleft lip palatal muscles.
No, madam. Just with this year we have started. Just now we have started. We did only renal case and liver case, and now this thyroid case.
Okay. Okay. And we'll go to two short cases.
Yes, madam. We can have 2 short cases.
Yeah, one each.
Yeah. So, any suggestions from the students? Dr. Pavithra? Any particular case you want to suggest for next week's session?
I think we'll give them the case. If they're not saying anything, you can give them the case. No problem.
Okay, madam.
Sir, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, please.
Sir,
Now we are able to hear.
I want to share some salient features of the biomedical waste management rule of 2016, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, it expanded up to before 2016, the vaccination camps, blood donation camps, and surgical camps, and were not included in the biomedical waste management rules.
Yeah.
But after 2016, it changed, and the 10 categories were reduced to 4 categories for segregation.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to say. Yes.
And if the biomedical waste disposable facility is available within 25 kilometers, no occupier or institute can have the own disposable facility with them.
Yes. So it is centralized sort of, and the amount to be paid to the local municipality or the corporation is also increased. So
Yes.
the amount based on the fees and other regulations are based on the amount of biomedical waste the particular health facility is producing on kilogram base.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And any suggestions from you for next week? We Madam said that we'll have 2 short cases for next week. Any postponed contraction neck case? Madam, can we have a postponed contraction neck case, madam?
Yes.
Yeah. And the other one, madam?
Left lip and palatal thought.
Okay. Flip case and postponed contraction neck for next week.
And one theory topic.
One theory topic will be electrical and fire safety in the theatre, operation theatre.
Okay. That's good.
Okay, madam. Yeah. Thank you, madam. Thank you, respected Professor Vasthi, madam, and thank you, my dear students and colleagues who have attended this important DNB, RAISA DNB online academic session. Thank you very much. With all your permission,
Thank
we'll
you.
sign off this
Good night.
meeting. Good night, madam. Thank you.